everyone, and welcome to today's practice. Today's practice is part 4, video 4 of my 5-part beginners yoga series, and today's practice is called Keep Building, which means that we are going to keep building up our practice and keep adding on layers to what we've already learned, and bringing in even more poses, even more balances, strengthening postures, and just working to continuously add more layers and add more movement into our practice, so that we have more that we can work with, more that we can more postures that we can go to feed into our body in the ways that we need to. And with that said, today we're going to be building up throughout the practice towards a back bend, slightly more advanced back bends than some of the other ones we've been doing. And so have that in mind throughout this practice. When you're moving, really trying to always bring as much mobility into the spine as possible, so that when we come into this back bend at the end, our body is really ready for it, and we've done everything we can to prepare it. So starting today on our knees, sitting on your knees. If that isn't comfortable, you can always sit in a cross-legged position instead. So starting on our knees, sitting on our heels, and we'll place our fingertips either side of us. And from here, we'll take an inhale, and we'll reach our arms up overhead. And before we do that, as we do that, we're going to open up our chest, okay? So shoulder blades are going to draw in, chest is going to open, and we're going to create a little bend in the lower back, okay? Just as we reach up. And then as the arms come down, you're going to do the opposite. So you're going to draw the navel in, chest is going to come back, or curve over, and then release the neck, okay? So small back bend as we reach up, and then small curve as the hands come down, okay? And we're going to do that 5 times through. So inhaling all together, and we'll reach the fingertips up overhead, create a little back bend, gaze up towards the fingertips, and then as you exhale, draw your navel in, round through the spine ever so slightly, release the head over. Inhale, create that slight back bend, chest opens, gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, draw the navel in, curve over, release the head. Inhale, chest opens, slight back bend. Exhale, rain the fingertips down, curve over in the spine. Twice more. Inhale, create that backbone, that bend in the lower back. And then exhale, rain the fingertips down. Release the head. Last time, inhale, reach up, gaze up towards the fingertips, really stretch up, create that back bend, little curve in the lower back, and then exhale, release, curve it over, release the head over. This time we're going to inhale, rise up onto the knees, so we're not sitting on our heels anymore. And then as you exhale, find the grip behind you, so interlacing your fingers behind your back, and then draw in your shoulders, shoulder blades in towards each other. Nice opening in the chest. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, you'll sit back onto your heels, and at the same time start drawing a circle with the hands up overhead. Bring the forehead to the mat. Exhale here. Inhale again. And then Exhale, rise back up. Release the grip. Inhale. Fingertips kiss overhead. And then exhale, curving through the spine, drawing the navel in, just reaching out straight ahead of you. Head releases over. Inhale again here. Exhale, rise back up onto your knees. And bring your arms out into a T shape. From here, we're going to take some rolls, okay? Some body rolls, like we have been in our previous practices. But this time, the left arm will circle up over towards the right. As you do this, you're going to start to draw the navel in, curve over in the spine, lower so you're sitting back onto your heels, circle all the way over to the left, really feel yourself warming up your spine, and then we'll rise back up and open the arms up, okay? And we'll go 5 times over to the right, and then we'll go 5 times over to the left. So really you're just creating a circle, and as you do that, you're going to sit back onto your heels as you curve over, and then rise back up as you open the arms up. Okay, we're going to do that 5 times each direction. Inhale together, and as we exhale, we'll take the left arm over towards the right, start to curve over. Sweep the arms all the way over to the left, rise up, open the arms up. Exhale, curve over. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve over, really round through the spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve over. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve over. Last time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve over. Inhale, open up. And we'll start to move in the opposite direction, so over to the left. Exhale, curve it over. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve over. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve it over. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve. Last time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve it over. Inhale, open up. And exhale. Inhale, fingertips kiss up overhead, and we take hold of the right wrist. And then exhale, lean over towards the left. Keeping the legs and torso nice and straight. And just really move them from the shoulders and the arms. Inhale again here. Exhale, use your core to bring you back to center. Inhale again here. Exhale, take hold of your left wrist. Inhale, and then as you exhale, moving over towards the right. So really stretching up and over, feeling the stretch along the left side of your body. Feeling a little bit of core engagement here as well. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, release. As you release, you'll take your left arm to the left knee, right arm behind you, and come into a side body twist. Inhale again here. And exhale, move to the other side, so right arm to right knee, left arm behind us. Another inhale here. And exhale, come back to center. Nice, guys. From here we're going to move on to all fours. So coming into our tabletop position. shoulders stacked over wrists and knees stacked underneath our hips, making sure there's a little bit of space between each of our fingers, and that our palms and the tops of our feet are grounded nicely into the mat. And then from here, we'll just slowly shift the weight into our right knee, still keeping it even between both palms, and we'll lift the left leg up to hover. Nice. From here, we're just going to take 10 gentle pulses up. So we'll inhale, exhale, just pulse the left leg up, squeeze the left glute. 9, keep going. 8, 7, 6, don't collapse down into your hands. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the knee back down. We'll inhale, find our balance, and then exhale, right leg is going to straighten and lift off of the mat. Inhale again here. And then as you exhale, we'll pulse the leg. 10, 9, squeeze in your glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Nice thighs. And then we'll just sit back onto our heels. Inhale, just walk the hands out a little bit further in front. And then exhale, forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale again here. Exhale out of your mouth. Really let go of some of the tension that might be in your body. And then we'll inhale, move back up to our all fours. And we're just going to drop through into 5 cat-cows, okay? So we'll inhale, belly drops, tailbone tucks, chest opens, gaze forward. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve through the spine, release over, release the head, push away from the mat. Inhale, belly drops, chest opens. Exhale, tailbone tucks, we curve over into the spine, pushing away from the mat, and we release the head. In your own time, inhale, exhale, twice more. Inhale, exhale, last time, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, sit back onto your heels. Inhale, just walk the fingertips away slightly. And then exhale, draw the forehead to the mat. Feel that stretch through the arms and through the back. Inhale again here. And exhale out the mouth. Let it all go. Inhale, rise back up to all fours. And then I just want you to walk your knees back slightly as we're going to come into a push-up. Not a full push-up, just a half push-up. Okay? So you might need to walk your knees back a little bit just so you can find balance. And then we'll inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to bend at the knees and they're going to track alongside your body, so you don't want your elbows splaying out. So you're going to bend at your elbows. I think I may have said knees. Bend at your elbows and bring your belly all the way down to the mat as you exhale. Then we'll inhale, you're going to push up, really use the strength of your arms, your upper body and your core. And then exhale, push back into child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, release the forehead to the mat. Inhale, rise back up onto all fours. Exhale, bend at the elbows, half push up, lower the body slowly all the way down to the mat. Inhale, push back up nice and strong. Exhale, sit back into your child's pose. Inhale here, look forward. Exhale, forehead comes to kiss the mat. Inhale, rise up all fours. Exhale, bending at the elbows, lower your body slowly all the way down to the mat. Inhale, push back up, really keep the elbows tucked in alongside the ribs. And then exhale, push back to your child's pose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release the breath, take the forehead to the mat. This time we'll inhale, rise back to all fours again. And this time as you exhale, you're just going to keep the hips moving forward, straighten the arms straight now, and then just lowering your hips down towards the mat. And I mean the front of your hips this time, so your pelvis area. It's going to lower down towards the mat. You're going to keep your arms as straight as possible. And we'll come into our upward dog here. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, push up nice and strong back into your child's pose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, breathe out of the mouth, drop the forehead to the mat. Inhale, rise back up, all fours. Exhale, same thing again, moving through to that up dog. So arms stay straight, pushing away from the mat. We gently lower our pelvis down, chest opens, we look forward. Slight stretch in the lower back again you'll feel here. Also quite a lot of strengthening work in the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, push back into your child's pose. Guys, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forehead releases to the mat. This time we'll inhale, come forward and then lower our body gently, gently, all the way down to the mat. So we're coming to lay on our bellies completely now. You want to bring your arms just so they're in line with your chest. Okay. Then from here we're going to take 5 baby cobras. So remembering what I said at the beginning about really using every moment to warm up the spine in preparation. We're going to inhale, keeping our elbows tucked in to the sides of our rib cages. Okay, so our rib cage. We'll inhale, the forehead's going to start to lift off of the mat. Then the chest is going to lift. And then the last thing to lift up is our chin. Our gaze looks out in front, and then we exhale, release. So it's a small movement, but really good for starting to warm up the spine. Inhale again, forehead lifts first, chest lifts, then we lift the chin. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Inhale, lift the forehead, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the forehead, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, release. Last time. Inhale, lift the forehead, chest, chin. Exhale, release. Allow the forehead to rest gently on the mat. And then we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back again, drawing the shoulders down and back, shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. Inhale here, just enjoy this stretch for one breath. And on your next inhale, again, you're going to slowly lift the forehead off the mat, then the chest, and then the chin will lift. And we'll just breathe here, take another inhale, reaching back and away with your hands, opening your chest, and then exhale, release it down, forehead back towards the mat. Nice. On your next inhale, on your next inhale, bend at the knees, and then if you can, you're going to grab hold of your ankles, okay, or the lower part of your foot, where the lower part of your foot and your ankle meets. You're just going to grab hold of that, okay. If this stretch becomes too much, then I just want you to switch back to interlacing your hands behind your back and just lifting yourself up like that. Okay, if not, if you can grab hold of that part where the ankle and the lower foot meet, we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, start to straighten the legs, and as you do that, keeping hold of the feet, that is going to lift your shoulders and your chest and your head off of the mat, okay? Then we'll inhale here, and exhale, slowly release, forehead to mat. Inhale, draw the heels in towards the bum. Nice quad stretch here, really stretching the thighs as you inhale. And then exhale, same thing again, start to straighten the legs. And as you do that, it's going to lift your shoulders, your chest, and your head off of the mat. Inhale again here. Really let the breath create some more space in this movement. And then exhale, release down. Inhale, draw the heels in towards the bum, feel that quad stretch. Exhale, last time, we'll start to straighten the legs. As the legs straighten, and draw your arms back, your forehead, chest. It's going to lift up off of the mat. Inhale again here. You fill yourself up with air. Really allow there to be space in this movement. And then exhale, release, forehead back to the mat. And let go of your feet, allow them to straighten, allow your legs to straighten. And then we'll just gently push ourselves back up. Whew. To all fours. Nice, guys. From here, we're going to breathe. And then we're going to find that balance again. So really pushing, grounding down into the mat. We'll slowly straighten the left leg and then lift it to a hover. Inhale here. And this time as you exhale, I want you to challenge yourself and just work with lifting the right arm off. And we're going to hold this balance here for 3 breaths. If you wobble or you fall out of it, just join us back in the posture when you've regained your balance. We'll inhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Last breath, really reach in opposite directions with your right fingertips and your left foot. And then exhale, release the arm and the leg back to all fours. Inhale here, your right leg's going to lift. And And exhale, just find a little bit of stability and balance in this posture. I like to keep my my right foot flexed. You can point it whatever feels more comfortable. Inhale. And as you exhale this time, just gently reaching the left fingertips out in front. So now our right leg and our left hand is hovering, reaching out in opposite directions. Really using our core strength to maintain this this balancing posture. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going, guys. Exhale. Last time, really reaching opposite directions. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, just come back, sit on your heels for a moment. Feel free to roll out your wrists. Just take some nice circles. Have a sip of water if you need to, or have a sip of tea. Have a sip of whatever beverage you have. Nice. And then we'll move into our next little sequence. Okay, so hopefully we're feeling a little bit warmer in the body now. So coming back onto our knees. Take a deep inhale here. And then we'll exhale, step your left leg forward and just lower your hips down. So you're coming into a low lunge here. Left leg forward. Inhale and exhale here. Exhale in. Releasing out of the mouth. And then we'll inhale, tuck the back toes and just shift the back knee a little bit closer. And on your next inhale, you're going to rise up. So keeping the back toes tucked, front leg nice and strong, right angle. Reach up, crescent lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale again, gaze up towards the fingertips. Just take a really, really small back bend, really subtle. And then exhale, circle the arms down, back to the mat, either side of the left foot. Inhale here, lift the back knee. Exhale, really grounding down into the left foot. Keeping the left leg strong, we're going to rise up into our high lunge. You got this, guys. Inhale here, maybe sit a little bit lower and deeper into the hips. And then exhale, slowly, slowly open up into your warrior two. So the right foot turns in, sole of the foot flat. And we open up into our warrior two posture. Inhale here, fill the body with air, reach in opposite directions with the hands, the arms. And then exhale, keeping the lower body steady, legs stay where they are. We bring left forearm to left thigh. And the right arm is going to sweep up and over towards the left diagonal. Coming into our side angle here, we're going to take 3 breaths. Really building up the strength in our legs. Maybe take the gaze towards the inside of the right elbow. Final breath here. And as you exhale, slowly straighten the left leg and bring the arms back out into a T. Inhale here. Start to shift, so the lower body and the hips are going to shift over towards the right and the upper body is going to shift towards the left, and this is going to bring us over into our triangle. You can place the left arm on the shin and then reach up, or you can bring the fingertips just to the mat, whatever's more comfortable. I'm going to place my left hand on my shin And then I'm just going to draw a line all the way across, starting from my left hand, and then just bring it up and start to open up my chest, really push this shoulder forward, open up my chest as I reach the right arm all the way up towards the sun, towards the sky, towards the ceiling and the sky, whatever it is that we're working with today. We'll just take 2 more breaths here, gazing either towards the mat or towards the right fingertip. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the body back up, so really use your core to rise back up, bending back into the left knee, so you're coming through your warrior 2 again here. Then we'll inhale, look towards the left fingertips, flip the palm up to face the ceiling, and then as you exhale, keep the legs steady and strong again, and just slowly start to reach back with the left arm, placing the right fingertips on the right leg just for some support, and then reaching back with the left fingertips. Really bending nice and low and deep into the left leg to help us reach back as much as we can to a point that feels comfortable. There shouldn't be any pain or any tension here. Just a nice deep stretch. Inhale again here, and then we'll exhale, rise back up again, warrior 2. Inhale here, fill the entire body up with air as you breathe in. Exhale, straighten the left leg and turn the left toes inwards so that both feet are facing forward. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bringing the hands towards the heart center, keeping the feet nice and grounded. We're going to slowly shift the body forward just to the halfway point, and then hold it here. So we're not going all the way into our forward fold, but just a halfway lift here. Try and keep the legs straight. So there's a nice straight line through the back of the legs and all the way from the tailbone and out of the crown as well. Okay. 3 breaths here. We got this. Final exhale, then just release the hands down to the mat. Inhale. You're just going to walk the heels in, shift the heels inwards so the toes are pointed out, and then bend into your knees, really deep bend, and then slowly roll up, stacking 1 vertebrae at a time and rolling all the way up to standing. Nice, guys. From here we'll inhale, arms are going to reach up overhead, and as you exhale we'll lean, bend in, bend the right leg and lean over towards the right, hands come down into the heart center. Okay, and we're just going to take 10 pulses here. So inhale, exhale, we'll straighten the leg, inhale, pulse 10, 9, keep going, 8, really bending deep into the right leg, left leg stays straight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the leg. And we're going to turn the toes so that they're facing forward. Bend in to our right knee, and then slowly just shift the left toes so they're facing that diagonal again, and then we'll open up our arms. So we're now in warrior 2 on the other side. Inhale here, create space, fill your body up with air. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly start to shift. So the hips are going to turn so that you're now facing forward in the direction of the right leg. Left arm sweeps down and up. And we move into our warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, really, really strong in the legs. Slowly pivot. So you're coming onto the ball of the back foot. Inhale again here in your high lunge. And then exhale, you're going to lower down to a low lunge in whatever way is comfortable. So maybe fingertips to the mat. And then we lower the back knee. And just coming into a low lunge in a way that feels accessible for us. Nice, guys. We'll inhale here in our low lunge, untuck the back toes. Maybe take the gaze forward slightly. Really feel that stretch in the left hip. And then exhale, both hips will shift back, coming into our runner's stretch. Straightening the right leg and walking the hands so they're in line with the shin. And then just exhaling, releasing over into this stretch. And you should feel the stretch all the way along the back of the right leg. Inhale here. We'll move back into our low lunge. Exhale, tuck the back toes, shift the back knee in so it's a little bit closer. And then we'll inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. On the opposite side this time. Exhale, release the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Inhale again. Gaze lifts up towards the fingertips. We take a really, really small back bend, gentle back bend, feeling the stretch in our thigh, and then exhale, circle the arms down. Inhale, lift the back knee, lift the left knee off of the mat, and then exhale, grounding down into the sole of the foot. Really using the strength of the right leg, we'll rise up into our high lunge. Exhale, just drop a little bit lower and deeper into the hips. Inhale again here. And then exhale, slowly open up into your warrior two. Nice, guys. Inhale here. And then exhale, keeping the lower body nice and strong. We'll bring the right forearm to the right thigh, just to rest gently. And then we'll sweep the left fingertips up and over towards the right diagonal. Coming into our side lunge on the other side, we'll take 3 breaths here. And just make sure you don't collapse down into your right leg. Maybe take the gaze to the inner part of the left elbow. One more breath here. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Rise up, arms come out into a T shape again. Inhale. And then as you exhale this time, hips and lower body shift towards the left. Upper body over towards the right, and that will bring us over into our triangle. Right arm comes to rest on the shin, and then I'm going to drop my left fingertips down and then just draw them all the way across my body. And as I do this, I'm really going to create that resistance, so pushing away from my right leg and opening up my chest, and then reaching my left arm up towards the ceiling. And coming into my triangle pose. Maybe if you want to walk the hand slightly closer to the ankle and deepen the stretch. Take 2 more breaths here. Again, using your core, we're going to inhale, rise back up, then back into our right knee, so we're coming through our warrior two here. Inhale, exhale. Your next inhale, you're going to look towards your right fingertips, flip the right palm up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, really bend deep into your right leg. Left arm rests on the left leg, and we reach up and back with our right arm. Really making adjustments as we need to so that this stretch doesn't feel uncomfortable or too intense. One more breath here. Exhale, come back through your warrior two. Inhale here. Let the breath really fill your entire body. And then exhale, straighten the right leg, shift the right toes to face towards the front. And this time we'll inhale, interlace the fingers behind the back, and then exhale, shifting the torso forward, going into our halfway lift. So we're reaching back with the hands and the arms, and we still have a nice straight line all the way from our tailbone along the spine and out through the crown of our head, and likewise from our heel all the way up the back of our legs to our pelvis. So we've got these two straight lines in opposite directions. 2 more breaths here. Really let the inhale fill you up with air, and exhale, let some of the tension go. Last inhale here. Exhale, release the grip, bring the hands to the mat. Inhale, shift the heels in towards each other, and then bend your knees and slowly roll up. Second each vertebrae one by one. Nice, guys. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands through to the heart center and bend into the left knee. This time we'll take 10 pulses. Whew. On the opposite leg. So inhale here. Exhale, straighten the leg. And then we'll inhale for 10. Pulse. 9. 8, sinking nice and low. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the left leg. And then we'll shift the toes. So make sure the left toes are facing forward. Facing towards the front, and the right foot is just going to shift back so it's facing the diagonal, and then we'll bend into the left leg and open up the arms, coming back into our warrior two on the opposite side now. Let's inhale here all together, and then exhale, the right arm's going to sweep down, and as you do this you're going to feel a shift in your hips as they shift to face the front, and we come through our warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, pivot on the back foot, coming into the ball of the right foot, coming through your high lunge. Inhale here, and then exhale, gently lower yourself back into your low lunge in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. So inhale, untuck the back toes, and then exhale, shifting the hips back. We'll gently move into our runner's stretch. So just walking the hands back slightly so they're in line with the shin, straightening the left leg, flexing the right foot, and then just releasing the head over into the stretch for 2 breaths. Inhale, shift back forward into our low lunge, and then exhale, you can draw the left knee in towards the right knee. Whew. So that we're coming back onto our knees again. Nice, guys, grab a drink again if you need to. And then from here we're going to slowly start to warm ourselves into our final kind of grand posture of this whole practice, which is camel pose. Okay, so it's going to be a nice deep back bend, but we're going to ease ourselves into it slowly here, doing some warm-up preparation. So just to let you know that that is the aim within the next 5-10 minutes, to be working up into our camel pose, into our peak back bend of this practice. So saying that, you're going to place your hands behind you, so we're sitting back on the heels, and you want your hands just slightly behind your feet, fingertips facing forward. And then we'll inhale here, start to open the chest up. Exhale, we'll lift the hips, pushing the hips up. Really adjust your hands if you need to, keeping the arms straight. Pushing the hips up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, release. Come back to sit on your heels. And we'll rise up onto our knees. Then you're going to tuck the toes under. So tuck both toes under. And we're just going to warm up our core and our back and our thighs a little bit before we come into our stretch. So from here, all we're going to do is just gently tap the right heel, okay, with your right hand, and then we'll switch, tap left to left. So right fingertips to right heel, left fingertips to left heel. Okay? And as you're doing this, I don't want you, I don't want it to feel really, really easy. So I want you to engage your core. So as you're doing this, I want you to, that movement we had last week, where you're engaging your core and your thighs, and you're starting to shift back slightly just so they engage, and then from that point is where we're going to reach back. Okay? If you find that that's not doing enough, you can always untuck your toes and do it like this. And we're going to move for about 1 minute. We're just going to be moving back and forth, warming up our body. Okay? So I'm going to keep my toes tucked. Inhale here. Exhale, just start to shift back so my core is engaging. And then touch right, touch left. Keep going side to side. I want you to feel your core engaging as you do this. And really play with it. Maybe shift your hips forward a little bit more, and then shift them back again, and see the difference. See what parts of your body you're using, and just moving back side to side. Maybe untucking the toes if that feels available to you, and seeing how much more of a challenge it is when you have a little bit further to reach. Keep going here, 30 more seconds. Keep going. Make sure you're still breathing. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Sit back onto your heels. Whew, nice. Then we'll come back into that stretch. So place your hands just behind your feet again. Okay. And then from here, we'll inhale. Start to really straightening your arms, opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back. And then we'll lift the hips. Really grounding down into the mat. And we're going to keep the gaze forward for now. Inhale again. Maybe release your head back if that feels comfortable, very slowly and gently. And then exhale, bring the chin back in towards the chest. Lower the heels lower the bum towards the heels. And release the hands, maybe take a few circles in the wrist. Nice, guys. So we're going to rise back up onto our knees. And this time, we're going to inhale, tuck the back toes again. Okay? So tuck the toes just so that your heels are slightly closer to you. Inhale. And then as you exhale, I just want you to reach towards your right heel. And then we're just going to breathe here for 3 breaths, okay? So once we all find a nice position, okay, so you want to start to feel the stretch in the lower back body. You're also going to feel an stretch in your chest, in your arm. And then we'll take 3 breaths here. Final breath on this side, inhale. And then we'll inhale, come back to center, and exhale, you're going to reach towards the left heel this time. Really just find your position here. So twisting a little bit, just making any adjustments you need so you can start to feel the back bend in your lower back and that stretch in the side of your left body, your left shoulder, the left part of your chest. And then we'll take 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Final inhale, exhale. Inhale, move back to center. Exhale, we'll stretch back again towards that heel. Inhale for 1 breath here. Exhale, release. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale, release. Inhale again. Exhale, release. 1 more time to each side. Inhale. Touching the left heel, right heel, sorry. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release, shifting over to the other side. Inhale. Touching the left foot, left heel. Exhale, release. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Inhale, we'll drop back down again, come to sit on our heels. And the final time we're going to take that stretch, so placing your hands just behind you, starting straight and really pushing away from the mat, straightening your arms, opening your chest, and then from there you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, really fill the body with air, really rolling your shoulder blades back, opening your chest, and then maybe gently you want to release your head. We'll take 2 breaths here. Final breath. Inhale, release. Bring the chin back towards the chest. Arm back towards the heels, and then we'll rise back up onto our knees for the final time. Inhale here. Okay, so now this time we're going to come into our camel pose, okay, so our main back bend of this whole practice, and we're going to move into it really slowly and mindfully. And I want you to pay attention to all of the sensations in your body, but particularly in your back, okay, as we're moving into this posture. We're all going to tuck our toes so that our heels are a little bit closer to our hands. And slowly we're going to inhale, really take a deep mindful breath in. Exhale, as we did before, reach in towards your right heel. This time I want you to see if you can actually grip your right ankle, okay? So just, grip your right ankle from here. Okay, so from here already we're going to start to feel a stretch in our lower back. Then we're going to really, really slowly starting to open up our chest and our hips. So I want you, keeping the grip with your right hand, to start to push your hips forward, to feel your chest opening. Then allow, so your shoulder is going to start to roll back. Allow your chest to open, open, open. So you're coming to center, your chest is really open. And then you're going to drop your left arm back, okay, so that you're now taking hold of your left ankle as well as your right ankle, still keeping the toes tucked, really pushing your hips forward, drawing your shoulder blades together. And then we're going to slowly from here just drop our head back into this pose. If this doesn't feel comfortable, I just want you to keep playing with that stretch, moving from one side to the other side. If not, we're going to take 3 breaths here. If it feels uncomfortable releasing the neck back, then you can just take your gaze out in front of you again. 2 more breaths here. Final breath here. Exhale. And from here, if you haven't already, you're going to bring your head back so your gaze is out in front, and then just lift your left arm up, and then slowly start to draw your hips back slightly, curve over towards the right, and then you'll be able to release your right arm and come back to center without causing any damage towards your lower back as you do so. Nice, guys. Inhale here. Let's drop back onto our heels and then straighten our legs out in front of us. So just shift your bottom slightly closer to your heels, and then we're going to take a nice counter stretch to all of those back bends. So we'll inhale, index and mid finger are going to wrap around the big toe, and then as we exhale, I want you to pull, so you're going to be pulling your feet towards you, and at the same time you're going to bend at the elbows and then draw your head in to rest between the knees. We done this, I think, in last week's practice and the week before. So inhaling, straightening, lengthening through the spine, and then exhale, really pull towards you, pull your feet towards you, bend into the elbows, release the head in between the knees. And then we're just going to breathe here in this stretch, and I really want you to feel the way that the breath deepens this stretch. Okay, so as you breathe, you're really going to feel that opening in your back as the air fills your body. Final breath here. And then we'll exhale, release the grip of our toes. Shift our bum again, slightly closer in towards our heels, and then we'll gently lower down onto our backs. Keeping on our knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. And we're just going to take 5 bridge poses. So we're going to roll up into bridge and then roll back down again 5 times. Okay, so your palms are going to be flat against the mat, and then I just want you to release your tailbone, release any tension, so don't think too much about what your back's doing. And for most of us, we should feel a slight hollow between the mat and our lower back, it's like there's a little gap. And then if you tuck your tailbone in and draw that part of your back in towards the mat, you should be able to bring your back flat against the mat so there's no gap. And then if you release the tailbone, you can create that little hollow space again. So that's what we're going to be working with. We're going to inhale, creating that hollow, and then as you exhale, tuck in the tailbone so that the lower back becomes flat with the mat, and then from there we lift the tailbone up, lower back, mid back, upper back lifts, coming into our bridge pose. We'll inhale here, and then exhale, slowly rolling back down. So upper back, mid back, lower back, tailbone. Inhale, create that hollow. Exhale, draw, tuck the tailbone, draw the back towards the mat, and then lift the tailbone up on the exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale, rolling back down. Inhale at the bottom, create that hollow. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the tailbone, roll up through the spine. Inhale here at the top. Exhale, slowly roll back down through the spine. Inhale at the bottom, create that hollow between the mat and the lower back. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone, flat back, tailbone lifts, mid back, upper back. Inhale here at the top. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale at the bottom, create that hollow. Last time, exhale, tailbone tucks, draw the lower back towards the mat, and then the tailbone lifts, lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale here at the top. Exhale, slowly roll back down through the spine. Inhale at the bottom, create the hollow again. And then exhale, we're going to roll back up again. This time, when we get to the top, we're really going to work pushing our hips up as much as possible. And then you're going to interlace your fingers, okay, underneath you. And then see if you can shift the shoulder blades. Okay, so walk the shoulder blades in so they're right underneath you. Fingertips, fingers interlaced. And then we're going to take 3 breaths here. So really feel as you inhale, your whole body ballooning up with air. Hips lift, thighs nice and strong. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, fill yourself up with air, nice and strong. And exhale. Final breath here, guys. Inhale. Fill the whole body up with air. And exhale, release. Gently roll down in the spine. Allow the hands to come back out to each side. And then from here, I just want you to shift your arms so they're now coming out in a T shape by the side of you. And walking the feet so they're just at the outside edges of the mat. And then we're just going to gently drop the hips over to the right. And then over to the left. And then over to the right. And then over to the... And as you do this, you should start... you can almost give yourself a little massage against the mat as you do this. So keep moving left to right. Really feeling into this movement. Just releasing the hips. Massaging the hips and the lower back against the mat as you move from side to side. Just go twice more. And one final time to each from here, I want you to walk the soles of the feet together so that the hips, so that the knees are now falling out to either side, soles of the feet are kissing. And we'll inhale here, and we're going to mirror the legs with the hands. And just bring the fingers to interlace behind the neck or the lower part of the head, elbows out towards each side. And we're just going to take 10 sit-ups from here. So we'll inhale, exhale, just draw the head up, and just the very tips of the shoulders, and then exhale, release. So it's a subtle movement, small movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, lift the head up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 5 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, release. And then you're just going to straighten the legs out, release the arms, and come into Shavasana, corpse pose, our final resting posture of the practice. And we'll just take 5 cleansing deep breaths here, and then I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening. Okay? So we want 5 really deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, and then we're going to sigh them out through the mouth. So inhale with me, nice and deep through the nose. And then exhale. And it will go. Cleansing breaths. Inhale. Keep it going. Inhale. Inhale. Last time. Inhale. Feel free to lay here for as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with me, guys. Well done if this is your 4th practice and you've done all of the videos before. There's 1 more video left in this 5-part beginner series. So, well done for today, and I hope to see you in our 5th and final video next week. Thank you, guys. I bring my hands up towards my 3rd eye, and I bow to you, honouring this practice, honouring all of us. Namaste.